Anyways, so I'm coming out of the west side of Death Valley, headed for Trona Pinnacles, and I see a clamper thing, and it says Ballarat Ghost Town, like 2 miles. I was like, oh, I like Ghost Town. Well, I got moonshine t-shirts. Because I got samples. Like, what, samples of what? Brings out 3 different kinds of moonshine. He's got clear, he's got apple pie, and he had with another cinnamon moonshine, right? This is the legit stuff. This ain't the horse shit that you buy that says it's moonshine, the Smoky Mountain stuff. No. And it's full. Just stay right there. I'm gonna make a U-turn. This is bad news. He can get his Jeep in there, and I'm gonna get up next to that log. We were gonna camp at that lake, but everything was full. And it's a Tuesday. What's happening, YouTube? It's day 13, TransAmerica Trail. We are leaving the campground. This place was pretty awesome camp. We actually had a fire last night, which I haven't had a fire in a long time camping. It's a pretty rare treat. Today we got a little plan. We're looking at the map, and there's a couple pretty decent sized reservoirs about 120 miles from here. Look like a pretty good place to camp. And right now we're 230 miles from the coast, so that'll kind of be a halfway point. And then tomorrow Joe and I will split off, and then I'll probably drive somewhere close to the coast but in the forest, and then Thursday drive on into the coast. We might actually go on the backside of this lake. This road's terrible.
Or is it? This is actually the awesome country right here. This is neat.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I'm just wondering when Sam's gonna send us onto this lumpy little trail to go to the top of one of these bluffs.
Oh, the wazoo's coming. You know it's coming. Well then, just like that, our superhighway becomes a not so super highway. I love how this highway went on for forever. It was a bitchin' canyon road, and then all of a sudden we're just like, well, that's where we run out of money to pave it. So Joe and I were standing in front of the fire information board, right? It's got a map on it, paper map. I shit you not. I went to pinch zoom the paper map, and Joe saw me do it, and he's like, seriously? Yeah, I feel like an idiot. Coming up to a highway. This goes. Little wazoo. We're not going towards Bend anymore. Yeah, we just entered Deschutes National Forest. The terrain changed in an instant. We went from, well, you can see it kind of on the ground still, the brushy desert terrain, but right into the pine trees. Pretty neat. Some of those roots, though, sticking up, you kind of blend in with the dirt, and you feel them, but you don't see them. Pinstriping, did you heard it? I heard it. You see a chipmunk? He did a little sideways burnout. He's like, he drifted. There's another chipmunk. Squirrel, I don't know. I think they're chipmunks. So many roots. Trail closed.
Just stop and do a bike adjustment, so I'm a little ways back.
Okay, I can still hear you, so you can't be too far back.
Yeah, I can move pretty good on this road, so I'm sure I'll catch up in a bit.
Yeah, this road's deceivingly decent. It's just the roots here and there. See these roots? I see you back there. this has been a really great trail. You know, you start getting a little bored in a section, and then it doesn't last long. Then it's on to the next little section, and it's all been really pretty. It's just amazing. Like, if I think back where we started in Colorado and just the scenery change, how many times the scenery changed, it's ridiculous. And it happens quick, you know, you get one area and then all of a sudden it just changes up on you. It's completely different. Road got all skinny. We're gonna make a right turn onto the red dirt road once again. I think this is the same goddamn red dirt road we've been on. I think we're doing wazoo after wazoo just to keep us entertained. Wow, this road's been pretty terrible. I have to go pretty slow over the washboard because the trailer's on leaf springs, and leaf springs start getting a little upset on a washboard road like that. Been a pretty steady climb and it's been pretty steady washboard. Well, the beers are going to be well shook. Looks like the volcano just exploded days ago and launched stuff everywhere. I think this road got washed out a little bit here. Man, they must have had a hell of a rainstorm here. Here's a fun fact. The road to the lake is paved. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. It's only 18 miles from US 97. See, this is not a good sign. Wait a minute, stand by. We have a campground. Oh boy. And it's full. Full. Just stay right there. I'm gonna make a U-turn. This is bad news. turn that goes up to the top of that deal. I wonder if it says no camping. No, it does a little better than that. It just throws a gate across the fucking road. So much for that plan.
I can bust right through that shit.
Look at how badass that mountain in front of us looks. That looks ridiculous. Okay, we finally found a forest road that wasn't closed. Now we just gotta find a spot that looks decent enough to camp in. Stand by. All right, Joe went up the road and he scouted us out a spot. So what did he say? First right. He found us a better spot, so we'll cruise up there. I never had to jackknife my trailer that tight and fold out the tent. I think it might have been kind of interesting. It's certainly not a huge campsite, but he can get his Jeep in there, and I'm gonna get up next to that log. Flop mine. All right, well, here's our tiny campsite for this evening. It's actually a pretty decent spot. It's small, but it's a good spot because I picked it. Joe picked it.